Pamela Spence, medical herbalist here. These are my clinic notes for the week. So this morning we woke up where I live to the first frost. I was driving past our clinic building the other day and realised that we still had the autumn leaf decorations in the window, and just felt how jarring that was, that it's really not autumn anymore. We are definitely into winter. So yes, the first frost this morning, and people this week have been talking about the fact that, you know, their coughs, colds, general scratchy throats, that kind of thing going on. So remembering that every time we change season, it also means a change, a stress for our body as it adapts to that new season. So really now, in terms of our diet, we're thinking about not eating cold, chilled foods, everything warm. So soups, stews, hot drinks, at least, you know, sort of water wise, not drinking it icy, or even from the tap, because the groundwater is so cold right now, of course, but drinking it at room temperature, or warmer than that. And those things will help assist our digestion. They help our bodies to retain our innate heat. A lot of people fighting off bugs right now. That's very normal for this time of the year. Of course, there is the major bug going around at the moment that we all want to protect ourselves from. And so I've been feeling quite chilled this week, and like I've been fighting off something myself. So my usual go-tos are to use fire cider, which if you look back into March or April, there's a film of making fire cider. I'm going to do a new one for the winter season in the next couple of weeks as well. So taking fire cider, taking my elderberry syrup, which I made earlier on. You can also buy elderberry syrup over the counter if you are not someone who has made some this year. So elderberry syrup, because it's full of vitamin C and it's antiviral. Also adding to that my acute infection mix. Now, some of those herbs are restricted practitioner only herbs, so you would only get them if you were a patient of a herbalist. Other ones that you could add into the elderberry syrup to give it a bit of extra oomph that you can get a hold of would be thyme, and also sage is also useful. So those two are kind of interchangeable. What you can do, another thing I've been doing this week while I've been taking those herbs, is also making myself up a big mug of a herbal infusion, and into that I've been putting sliced fresh ginger root, so 2 slices about the width of a pound coin. We call them ginger coins. So 2 slices of ginger root, as well as about 3 sprigs of thyme, and that's just the thyme I have growing in the garden, a slice of lemon, and a great big dollop of good honey, and just drinking that through the day to keep me warm and hydrated. Now, it's true that catching cold doesn't give you the cold. We know now that, you know, the cold is a virus of its own accord. But what I would say to you is that the truth in that is that getting cold allows the virus to enter the body. So it's almost like your body's attention is taken up with trying to heat you up, and therefore it misses the fact that a pathogen has entered. And if we look back into traditional medicine, like Chinese traditional medicine, for example, they often say that one of the ways that a pathogen can enter is at the back of the neck, and the idea of getting a draft on your neck. They're very hot on not allowing that to happen. So keeping yourself wrapped up and warm is important. The further away we are from the fire of youth, that fire, you know, when you see young people walking about, I feel really old saying that, but young people walking about with short t-shirts on and showing their tummies, and you feel cold. They don't. That's because the fire of youth is with them still. But the further away you get from that point, the more you need to keep on top of keeping warm, keeping hydrated with warm drinks, and eating nourishing foods. And that does a huge amount to help you keep yourself well in this change of season. I hope that wherever you are staying healthy and well and toasty warm right now. Take care.